Juan Laporta and then Barca were struggling to register Juan Garcia. You remember the goalkeeper that they brought in to replace Marc-Andre ter Stegen. They had gone through all the issues of ter Stegen. One, the fact that they didn't have the financial space to be able to register these players. Two, the fact that when they had the space, Marc-Andre ter Stegen went to do the surgery, but then wasn't willing in the beginning to sign that medical declaration form to show that, okay, fine, I'm going to be out for a very long time. You can use my medical data to the La Liga and get the approval, because eventually, after back and forth from player and club, ter Stegen loses his captaincy. It ends up that Marc-Andre ter Stegen gives in and Barca gets their way. Now, the issue with Barcelona at the time throughout yesterday was, were they going to meet the timelines to be able to register the two key players? Because, mind you, Robert Lewandowski is injured and is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. And the only player in that Barca team that is closest to the profile of Robert Lewandowski is in Marcus Rashford, Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo, and then even by extension, you look at someone like Ferran Garcia, Ferran Torres, sorry. These are all players that are more like false nines. So it was important. Last night, it was reported by Mundo Deportivo that when Juan Laporta met a penny club in Mallorca, Barcelona penny club in Mallorca, he did tell them that they've been able to register. And this morning, I've checked the La Liga website, and Zando, Barcelona have registered Juan Garcia, they've registered Marcus Rashford, and it means that they are going to play today. So that is very, very huge. And I think that Barca have to be commended. They've come under a lot of backlash, a lot of issues about the handling of the financial situation, something that Juan Laporta inherited. He did not create those problems over there at Barcelona. And he has given now Hansi Dieter Flick the kind of goalkeeper that he wants. He has given him another quality attacker in Marcus Rashford. I've said several times that Marcus is very hungry. And I think that this is going to be a big season for Marcus Rashford. Against Mallorca, I expect that Barcelona are going to open their accounts in the Spanish La Liga with a win. Madrid will play on Tuesday. Yeah. But it's good. Yesterday, Jude Bellingham returned to his training from after that shoulder injury. He's back into the team. Xabi Alonso is also back with the team.
So does it mean he will play?
No, he's not going to play. He's just doing individual training. But he's back in terms of the training, which is very, very good for them. The biggest problem for Madrid going into the season is the balance in the midfield. Who is going to play Orenche mainly?
What about balance in attack?
Balance in attack also, because again, is it going to go with a top 2 or a top 3? Is it going to be Mbappe, Vinicius Jr.? They gave a contract extension to Gonzalo Garcia, the young boy that lit up the Club World Cup for them. He is more of an out-and-out centre forward. So are they going to give that advantage to him to come in and play for the team, or is it just going to be Mbappe and then of course Rodrigo Goes and Vinicius Jr.? But Madrid look hungry. They unveiled a young boy, Franco Mastantuano, the young Argentine that came from River Plate, and they believe that he's going to be an important player for the team. So we'll see exactly what is going to happen in that area. See, Steve Zando, can Chelsea win the league? Yes. Would they win the league? I don't know.
Your colleague Chelsea fans really surprised.
I didn't say Chelsea win the league. I said, can they win the league?
But every team can win the league.
Exactly. So
including Leeds United.
So I don't know why you guys.
I don't know. But when we were starting the 2016 Premier League campaign, did you expect Leicester City to win?
But how many times has that happened?
like 2 times in the last 30 years.
But so far as the team is in contention of that competition, they can win.
It's a possibility.
No.
So
it is possible.
Yeah, Chelsea can win the league. My situation is that when you look at Chelsea Football Club yesterday, Enzo Maresca laid out some of the issues why, and anybody who has seen my Premier League prediction before the season starts put Chelsea second. Why do I say so? I say so because yes, Chelsea can win the league. I think that in terms of depth in quality, Chelsea is probably up there as one of the best
squad depth.
Yeah, and quality.
Okay.
Because if you look at right wing, yes, Pedro Neto Estevao is just a young boy that has come to the Premier League, but then the potential is there.
Yeah.
You look at and I want you to take note of the words that I'm using. You look at Cole Palmer. He is one of the best in that position.
Yeah.
Chelsea want to add Xavi Simons because last season, at certain part of the season where Chelsea struggled and Cole Palmer's form went, nobody could create for that for the team. So they struggled. Now, if you look at the left, they've brought in a certain Jimmy Bino Gittins, who last season was the best direct attacker with short ending dribbles So once he dribbles, he's shooting.
Okay.
And he was up there with the Vinny Juniors and Kylian Mbappe.
Okay.
In terms of dribbling and being direct. They've brought on Joao Pedro. He has Premier League experience.
Yeah.
He has hit the ground running. Liam Delap, he has Premier League experience. He scored 10 goals for a Premier League Ipswich Town. So there's quality. And
it looks like your squad depth is concentrated in the attack.
I'm coming. I think Chelsea's strength is even in the midfield.
Oh,
so
okay.
you look at even Liam Delap, he's a different striker than Joao Pedro.
Yeah.
So last season, Chelsea will struggle because they don't have a centre for that will occupy the centre backs. Now they have it in Liam Delap.
Yeah.
Now they also have a mobile attacker, and I described Hugo Kitike in that area. Somebody can drop, come and play. But when he gets the ball in the box, he is a killer. He's a finisher.
Who is that?
Joao Pedro. He will score the goals for you.
I see.
Now, if you come to midfield, you have Enzo Fernandez, you have Moises Caicedo. Caicedo, who for a lot of people believe that he's one of the best midfielders now in the world. Enzo Fernandez is playing one of the best football that you can see. Romeo Lavia. They've added a lot of quality, and physicality has been added by Dario Esugo, and then of course Andre Santos, who had a very, very good season at Strasbourg. So the midfield is also very good. Then you go to the defense and then the goalkeeper. Now, that is where, when you ask me, will Chelsea win the league? I don't know. And I can't put them on top because yesterday Enzo Maresca was clear. When you look at the Chelsea team, they have 6 centre backs. 6 centre backs. Before even Levi Cole get injured. So I'll name them for you. Levi Cole, Benoit Belachile, Tosin Adrebiayo, Trevor Chalobah, Joshua Kofi Champon, and then there is one other centre back that Chelsea have in their ranks. 6. So ideally, for any team that has 6 centre backs, it should be sorted. Liverpool just has
Fofana?
Wesley Fofana again. Like that, I forgot his name. Liverpool has just 3 centre backs.
Wow.
No, Liverpool just has Ibu Konate, senior centre backs, Virgil van Dijk, and they just added Leone yesterday from the Italian Serie A. So they have 3 because Jaro Kwanzaa is gone.
But how reliable are these players? I mean, the Chelsea players.
So that's what I'm coming to. That's why I tell you that when I tell you that can Chelsea win the league, yes, will they win the league? I don't know. And I told you to be careful of the words that I'm using.
You're choosing.
Chelsea have issues in the defense.
Okay.
Not because they cannot defend. Yesterday, if you had played the inset of Enzo Maresca, Maresca is talking about his centre back, says he needs one profile. Because ideally, if you have 6 centre backs, why do you need another centre back? But because the role specificity is not the best in the Chelsea team. When Enzo Maresca is building up his team and they are playing up from the back, what we call the first phase of ball progression and all of that, there is one player that stays in between the 2 outside centre backs. This player plays out from the back. He is in charge of breaking the lines, the first phase of build up. They call them the central centre back. And there are only 2 players in the Chelsea team that can do that. Levi Cole and Benoit Tosin Adrebiayo.
Okay.
The rest of the players, they can't do that. And if you look at Levi, he is more complete. He can pass, he can defend.
Yeah.
Tosin is slow. So even when Tosin can play as a CCB, when the ball goes in behind Tosin, he can't defend in large spaces.
He lacks the pace.
So he lacks the pace. He is at best a box defender.
Okay.
So when Enzo Maresca talks about the fact that he needs a centre back, it's true. He needs a centre back. And he needs that specific profile. Benoit is at best a left centre back as part of a back 4. He's not a CCB. When you talk about Trevor Chalobah, he's a ball carrier. He's not a CCB.
Okay.
Wesley Fofana is a ball carrier. In fact, Enzo Maresca yesterday said that the worst first half that he has had as a Chelsea manager, Wesley Fofana played as a CCB centrally, and he was not good enough in that regard. So you can tell clearly that there are real problems in the team. And again, Zando, all of the Chelsea attackers that I mentioned, when you take Pedro Neto, Estevao, Palmer, Delap, Joao Pedro, Gittins, all of these guys, majority of them are newcomers. This is their first season.
But I mean, at least for Liam Delap and Joao Pedro, we've seen what they can do.
Yes, but you've not seen what they can do in the Chelsea team for a long period. They now have to adjust.
Joao Pedro at the Club World Cup.
It's not a long period. It's just 3 games.
Okay.
So that is why I was always against the sale of Noni Madueke and Nicolas Jackson.
Okay.
Especially Nicolas, who is now about to go.
So you want attackers who have the Chelsea experience,
so
right?
I wanted that as base. At least leave 2 or 3 of them there for this season.
Yeah.
Let these guys come on, just in case they are unable to hit the ground running. Because Estevao is coming from Brazil.
Yeah.
So what shows that he can really play to the level if he does that, great. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'll be excited.
I get the point.
But this is why I think Chelsea, and again, the goalkeeper in the goalpost always has a mistake in him.
Sanchez. But he improved at the Club World Cup.
Yeah, he did. In fact, I've said several times here that the reason why I was never on that Gianluigi Donnarumma conversation is that when you look at the numbers, when you look at everything, Sanchez was shown clearly that in terms of shot stopping and then distribution, he was better than Gianluigi Donnarumma.
So for you, Sanchez is better than Donnarumma
in those two things.
Okay.
Donnarumma may be,
and these are the things your manager needs.
Exactly, needs in that team. Okay. So then I can't bring in in that case.
So what then are you using Alejandro Garnacho for? Because you mentioned about 6 attackers.
I mean, there is even Tyreek George. Enzo Maresca says Tyreek George is a young player, so he wants 2-2-2 in all positions.
Okay.
So he wants Xavi Simons Palmer in the number 10.
Okay.
He wants Garnacho Gittins on the left hand side. He wants Estevao and Pedro on the right hand side. Then centre forward, he wants Liam Delap and then Joao Pedro in that area as well for him. So against Crystal Palace, it's going to be difficult, very very difficult. I think that whilst it's going to be difficult, Chelsea have the ability to beat them, because I've seen this Chelsea team last season. They drew twice against Crystal Palace. Oliver Glasner is essentially one of the best managers in games like this. It's going to be difficult for you to play against them. But again, I've seen this Chelsea team grow to the extent where even in games where they have to break down some of the most difficult defenses, they get a job done. So I am expecting that tomorrow at 2 p.m. Chelsea will be able to get the job done against Crystal Palace. But Zando, see, when you talk about the Premier League, I don't add Manchester City to my top 2 or top 3.
No, I will come back. I will come back. I will come back for your take on the top 4, your prediction on the top 4. But let's go to the UK now and then speak to Mr. Kojo Atiase Delali. Good morning, sir.
More matches than any of the guys there. 35 out of 38.
In terms of passes under pressure per 90.
Yes.
But he actually is ahead of Koral.
Yes. 30.
But is it because Fofana has not been probably consistent?
No, okay, yes. And what about Bediashile and even Tosin Adarabia?
No, so even Fofana is not a passer. Fofana naturally carries the ball. So you see those behind them. And yesterday, Maresca mentioned that the players that can do that job, Tosin, Levi, Bediashile is also a good passer of the ball. But the rest are all, they carry the ball. They don't usually pass.
I mean, what about the other aspects of defending?
No, but listen.
Maresca is not talking about the other aspects of defending. He said he wants those that can pass the ball.
You see, the man says that Liverpool was very crucial for him, very important player for him last season, given the fact that he's able to help them in their build-up.
Yeah,
and anybody who watched Chelsea last season or who has even watched them before Liverpool picked up his injury will attest to the fact that when it comes to line-breaking passes, especially from the back to the midfield, to either Caicedo, to Enzo Fernandez, or any of the guys in midfield, Liverpool were obviously for the optics. I mean, anytime you watch the game, was the one who was doing that. But the stats says that, but he actually is better than Liverpool when it comes to doing that.
Line-breaking passes.
Yes. That's what the statistics is saying.
I see. I mean, you generally, as a defender, these are only.
But the man is not talking about generally as a defender. The man is not talking about. He's the coach. He says he wants a specific profile. No, that's what the man is saying. The coach says that he wants a specific profile.
Maybe these aspects are not enough for you to. No, for you to be a complete defender. You need more.
So you see, that's why I told you that. Yes, it is true. Hey. You need more. Nobody's saying that you
to be a complete defender. You need more.
In the modern game, I don't think that in the modern game somebody has to be a complete defender. Nobody can be a complete defender. But the team demands certain things. That is why when you look at this Chelsea team, even for the second stats, the price under pressure, I can look at it in the sense that because teams know that Belachile's temperament is calm, laid back, so teams target him to press him. Maybe for Levi they won't do that, and that it means that Levi will not play more passes under pressure, but he does. But even with that, Belachiles is good. Belachiles is a good player to have in a team.
I see.
The only thing is that if you talk Javier or if you talk the dynamics of the Chelsea centre back, because the leader of the CCB is the leader of the back line. You lead, you direct, you do everything. That he can't do.
I see.
That I don't think. I mean, I love Badiashile, but that he can't do. But
so the club is still insisting that. I mean, I'm sure I'm sure the club is seeing some of these data. They've seen the data.
You've never had confidence in that guy.
That's why I said I was surprised yesterday when I saw it, because on any given day,
these are good numbers.
On any given day, you pick Liverpool ahead of Benoit Badiashile.
Yeah.
But the stats do not speak to that. The stats give us something. They give us something different.
All right, Eugene, let's pick calls 0322083596, 0322083597, 0322083598. Have you your top four prediction?
What is Fifi's top?
Arsenal first.
Arsenal first. Chelsea second.
The line Dr. Kofi Asaf for listeners. I'm sure they'll be smiling.
They called me that I should say something fast.
Charlie, pick one your top four prediction. Eugene, please open the phone lines for me, okay? Kindly check
So for me, Arsenal first, Chelsea second, Liverpool third, Man City fourth.
Hey, defending champions third.
Yeah, they don't have a DM.
Prof.
It's going to be a difficult season.
I mean, just predict top four.
It's going to be a very difficult
season. Just predict.
I'm laying the premise.
What foundation?
I'm laying the foundation. I think that Liverpool can still win it. I think that Liverpool they have something extra to win it. Then I'm looking at Arsenal second. Yes, Arsenal will be second.
You still don't trust your Chelsea team?
Oh, Chelsea third.
Chelsea Man City fourth.
Man City will go fourth.
I mean, but you know that's not possible.
Why is it not possible?
Pep will always finish in the top three.
Pep, that is rebuilding his team.
Why is it not possible?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Nana, sorry for keeping you waiting.
Let's take our time. I enjoyed it. See, Zando, I want to start from the fact that I don't think there is any club in the world that, I don't know if the word is invoke or evoke, but that evokes emotions and uses it in the right way as Liverpool does.
Trigger.
They are literally the masters of that craft. Because, see, in as much as, like you were saying, Bournemouth, they don't have some of their starting players.
Yeah.
Because even Dango Ouattara was up for discussion of transfer the morning before the game. They had left Kepa Arrizabalaga going to Arsenal. Georgi Petrovic is his first proper game.
The Kekes guy was there.
Milos Kekes was in the Liverpool team.
No, I mean he was at Bournemouth.
Yeah, he was at Bournemouth. If you look at Dean Heitson, Elia Zabani just got bought by Paris Saint-Germain a couple of days ago. So the team was totally distraught.
Wow.
Mind you, last season, they sold Domenico Solanke to Tottenham Hotspur. But the replacement did not particularly perform on the level of Domenico Solanke. But then again, they had goals from Antoine Semenyo, they had goals from what's his name, Dango Ouattara, and also Patrick Kluivert, the son of Justin Kluivert. So they were good. For me, going into this game, the bigger question was that Bournemouth's team were going to be tested in terms of their recruitment. But Liverpool evoked the emotions of the passing of Diogo Jota, RIP. It was brilliant because they knew that the game had to be emotional. And how they sang the You Never Walk Alone tune, the tifo of Diogo Jota and then that of his brother Andre Silva, for me, sets the tone for the game. So when Arne Slot talks about the fact that he has not seen Anfield this emotional and loud in a long time, it stemmed from that. And you see, when Liverpool went into the game, in the first opening minutes, I asked myself a few questions.
Okay.
And one of them is the fact that why is that Liverpool do not have a DM? Yes, Gravenberch is there, but Gravenberch is not the normal number 6 that you have. McAllister is an 8. Domenico Szoboszlai last season played as a number 10. All throughout his career, he has been a 10. Florian Wirtz is a 10. The closest to that is Endo Ouattara. And when they played a game in that faction, I could tell that I was not too much impressed with Florian Wirtz. And it is because Florian Wirtz can be good on the ball, but I've said several times, when players come from Germany, it's what they do without the ball that for me sets them apart. And I'll always go back to Timo Werner, Kai Havertz when they were at Chelsea. When you give them the ball, they can do a few things, but without the ball, they are a little bit lethargic. They are too gentle. Yesterday, Antoine Semenyo bullied Florian Wirtz several times off the ball because the physicality of the English Premier League. Yes, with time, maybe he goes into it. Then another new boy in Hugo Ekitike. I mean, when we started talking about Ekitike, people ask questions. The numbers he had at Frankfurt were insane. See, if you look at the goal that he scored, it is the strength of Hugo Ekitike. He is not a kind of striker that stays in the box.
Yeah.
He is a Darwin Nunez that's just centrally to come and play the football.
He's always roaming.
But he is better at the finishing.
Yeah.
So yesterday, the goal that he scored, he was very much central. In fact, he was in the center circle area. The ball falls to him, carries it forward, he takes a ricochet of him, calmly slotted at the back.
When the ball took a ricochet of the player, I thought he had lost it anyway.
Yeah, and he calmly just slotted the ball in there. Then he scored that goal after he had scored in the Community Shield. So for me, Ekitike yesterday announced himself.
And made an assist.
And made an assist. In my head, if you look at the game in itself, in the context of the game, how Liverpool were able to score 2, Bournemouth equalizing, and they're scoring 4-2, and the fact that they don't have a DM, it tells me, and also the fact that they are going even onto the markets to buy another striker. Now you have Premier League's best attacker. In fact, Europe's most consistent attacker in the last 3 years.
In who?
Mohamed Salah.
Okay.
You have him there. Part of now, very soon he will catch all of those guys ahead of him.
Yeah,
in terms of the highest scoring players in English Premier League.
I was going through the numbers.
I think that he's a third now, right?
Yeah.
Is
No,
it
fourth.
He's a fourth now.
So the first is Alan Shearer, 260.
Yeah.
Second, Harry Kane, 213. Third is Wayne Rooney, 208. Andy Cole.
Tied with Andy Cole.
Yeah, Andy Cole, 187.
Yeah.
And then Mohamed Salah, 187. So it is very likely that this season he will be second.
Oh, yeah, he's going
Because he's just about 26 goals away from Harry Kane.
most likely he's going to catch them. So if you look at that, you have these numbers in Mohamed Salah. You've added Hugo Ekitike's numbers from Frankfurt. You are going to add Alexander Ishak's numbers. You got the deal. It tells me that Liverpool believe, and there is data probably that will prove this with the analytics team. They believe strongly that they will be able to outscore teams even without a DM. So they don't particularly need a DM because they can outscore you. So you can score Liverpool 3, they'll score you 4.
I see. Like it happened yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was 2-2. But they bring on a certain Federico Chiesa, who probably hasn't played a lot of games. And then he comes, makes it 3-2. And then later on, Mohamed Salah scores in the end. Zando, that was the 10th time consecutively in the opening weekend of a season that Mohamed Salah scored.
Wow.
Yeah. Once the season starts, first time that he's playing.
So are you saying for...
Not just for Liverpool, all throughout his career.
Oh, okay.
Once the season starts, Mohamed Salah scores. That's the 10th goal, because there are certain games that maybe he scored 2, he scored 3. Yeah. Once the season opens, Mohamed Salah opens. So for me, and I like the way they invoke, Ekitike celebrated in honor of Diego Jota, Chiesa same. And Mohamed Salah's goal celebration where he clapped his fingers, that is Diego Jota's celebration. After the game, he was teary. So I think that Ancelotti has a plan.
But for Salah, I think he's the greatest Premier League African player.
Oh yeah, that debate it's not even a debate. He's the guy.
Because Drogba has played.
Hold on, Drogba. I've told you people.
Yeah, Toure too.
Me, I'm a Chelsea fan. You overhyped.
But yeah, Toure was there.
Drogba can't count. He's not there.
So Salah is the greatest Premier League African player.
With what Mohamed Salah is doing, he is. And Zando, the fact that Liverpool can outscore teams should make you scared.
Okay.
They are such a brilliant team, and it means that Ancelotti will get time to address the structural issues with Flan Viet and the likes, whilst he focuses on making sure that he outscores teams as it stands now. So I was excited of yesterday.
All right, Javier, let's look at the games coming up today. Chelsea will be playing tomorrow. Man City. We have City and Wolves, and of course Arsenal versus Man United tomorrow. The Spanish Liga is also starting.
That's a big one.
Yeah, the biggest game of the weekend, obviously. Yeah, the Arsenal Man United game.
Big in terms of maybe the names of the club.
But isn't it a big game?
Oh, well, we are talking about Manchester United now.
About what have they done? Europa League finalists, Javier. United played the Europa League final. Europe's second-tier competition. They played the final. Chelsea, the Blues. Your manager says your target is to win or improve in every game. What per mind games?
You're playing his voice?
No. I'm listening to you.
See, what is going to make this Premier League season very interesting is how some of the teams are bought. Okay. How they've been on the market and how they bought a lot of players to augment their team or their squad.
Abused Semenyo. He threw a gum at him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And according to the guy, when the gum hits Semenyo, Semenyo asked him that say that again. Like when he told him when he made a racist comment, he asked him say that again, because Semenyo was shocked. According to this account, the guy was sitting next to the culprit. He said that Semenyo was shocked because, like Javier is saying, Semenyo essentially is a Brit. Grew up there.
I think he was born there, right?
Yeah, I mean Semenyo was born there.
He was born there.
So he essentially sees himself as part of them, right? So he was surprised, And again, you know, some players go the fans, so they go to the touchline and then they make gestures, and this is not to recuse the corporate. But then again, there are some players that sort of infuriate fans who then cannot compose themselves in the right way and then do this and unthinkable things by racially abused people. But Semenyo is a nice person, according to this person.
He's so calm.
He comes there for a throw in, comes to pick up the ball, and then he gets racially abused.
Unfortunately, we cannot show the video.
No, we will not show the video, but we have
pictures.
We have good pictures that will show in that regard where Antoine Semenyo was racially abused. So for me,
I think he first of all picked the ball to effect the throwing, right? And then he turned back to look at this fan in a wheelchair behind him.
Yeah.
And I was like, so clearly, Semenyo heard something from this fan.
Yeah.
I don't know if Semenyo actually spoke back at him.
Semenyo asked him to say it again because he was,
really?
Yeah.
He asked him to repeat it?
Yeah, because he was surprised. He was shocked. So he wanted to be sure that
I've just come to effect throwing.
Yeah, are you actually saying that? Then the guy says it again. Then he does. But you see, Zando, of everything that happened, I know that racism will not go. As a black man, if I go to a country like Germany, the UK, the US, and I get racially abused, because maybe I've been oriented that they are sitting uncouth and unrefined people who do some of these stupid acts, I will not be surprised. But it is how authorities manage the situation, and I must commend the Liverpool Crown Police. The team in itself. No, for me, before I even got to the team, I like how the stewards and the police managed it.
And I think even before that, the Premier League, even the course of the game, released a statement and confirmed why the game was halted.
Yeah.
Because like Javier was saying, even the commentators themselves were confused why the game was halted for some few seconds, right? So I went to Twitter and I saw that release from the Premier League that, hey guys, this is why the game was temporarily halted.
Because for me, even before the Premier League spoke, in the past, Premier League games of racial abuse doesn't get stopped. Yes, when you report to referee, they don't stop the game.
They continue. So this is a new thing.
Yeah, the referee speaks to you. It's part of the new guidelines.
Okay.
And also in Spain, several times, referees, the issue comes up.
So join us on Facebook.
Yeah.
At LEV 99.5 FM Extra.
So you see, when Semenyo looks back, he asks him again, say it again.
So that's when the guy started throwing his hands. Okay.
Then so first threw a gum at him. Then Semenyo asks him like, you just do that. Then he does it again. And that is the disability bay of Anfield.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that just when it took 30 minutes at halftime, the guy was ejected.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I thought around the 80th minute.
No, the guy was ejected at halftime in 30 minutes. So what they did was that when Antoine Semenyo reports as part of the guidelines, he reports to the referee. The referee tells, because of the cameras, they tell the team. Because the stewards cannot just eject. They have to do their investigation. Yeah. So they have 30 minutes
to look into the camera.
So they look at the camera, they look at it, they see it. Now they have like the facial recognition and then the voice reading devices. Then they realize that the guy actually racially abused Antoine Semenyo. 30 minutes, the police were there, not the stewards. The police come in and then they eject him. So for me, I think I must commend the fact that the UK are trying to put in, good efforts to try to curb stuff like this. I mean, it's sad that it's a club like Liverpool, because Liverpool, I don't think I've seen anything like that from Liverpool in a glaring like that.
And that's what Anna Slot was saying, that I think something like this is not used. We are not used to something like this at Anfield. We are not used to that at Anfield at all. So some of us were surprised that something like that.
No, but you see, apart from everything that we've said, I think we also have to. Actually, I have not seen. This is my first time.
Oh, okay. You have not seen the video.
No, yesterday I just watched the game and then just went to bed. So I didn't go. I didn't check anything on social media or any platform to see.
But Semenyo is calm, pal.
But that's what I was going to say. I mean, imagine me standing there.
Oh, Balotelli.
And somebody in a wheelchair abusing me.
Oh, Balotelli. But you know,
he acted as a cosplay professional.
Exactly.
I mean, clearly his actions were that of a professional.
No, but that's the right thing.
Allowing the law to take its course.
Exactly, because there are protocols to address some of these issues.
Allowing the law to take its course.
In football, you can't retaliate.
We have to commend him for that.
He's so calm.
But I remember some years back, Eric Cantona and the Manchester United fan.
The fan.
Yeah, the karate kung fu kick. this would have been a very nice setting for some nice kung fu kiko.
Involving Cantona.
Yeah.
Now, Javier, let's look at the game. Quick one before we look at the matches coming up today. Generally, I think it was a good game.
Yeah, it was. And for me, what I was expecting, I think that my expectations were met to some extent, because Liverpool has spent a lot during the transfer window, and there's no indication that they are going to stop now, because